Beep boop bop, it's Becca. Oh, a cupcake, don't mind if I do. Whoa, this one looks way better. And if you want to see how to make this giant, delicious cupcake, keep watching and make sure to subscribe. So here are all of our ingredients in our rainbow spread for our giant cupcake. Let's start over here. We have 2 cups of flour, 1 1/4 cups of rice milk, 1 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of oil, 2 1/2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 1/2 teaspoons of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So our first step is to combine our rice milk and our vinegar into the big bowl. So first you want to mix these together and let it sit for like a minute just so they can... So this is homemade rice milk that needs to be mixed because it will separate and get a little chunky. But it's totally fine. It actually works a lot better for baking than the normal rice milk, and we ran out because quarantine. So just mix it up a little bit and then add your vinegar into there. And just let that sit for a little bit. It's supposed to kind of make like a curdled milk type of thing, but it doesn't really do anything, but it doesn't matter anyway. Next, we're gonna add our sugar and our vanilla into the rice milk solution. A lot of sugar. And our vanilla, which is gonna be our huge flavor booster in here. And then mix it up. And now we're ready to add in our dry ingredients. So we're gonna add in our oil and mix it up, and then the rest of our ingredients. And now our flour, cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And mix this up. Okay, make sure to get out all of the lumps because no one wants to bite into a nice little chunk of flour. Okay, so this batter looks really good. The consistency is perfect, but it's so boring. So we need to add some colors to this. Next step, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees so it is ready by the time we are ready. And we're gonna do 3 colors for the top part of the cupcake, and then we're gonna make the bottom chocolate, so it'll be brown. Pour in a little bit of batter into each of your bowls. Okay, now let's add the colors. This is my favorite part. I love watching videos of food coloring being mixed into batter. It's so satisfying. So we'll do some like turquoisey for this one. And these are gel food colorings, so they're very strong. You don't need too much to get a nice strong flavor. Not flavor. You don't want to taste food coloring. Color. Okay, that looks so good. Now we'll do pink. Oh, this is gonna look like cotton candy. And purple. Okay, beautiful. Now to make the rest of our batter chocolate, we're gonna add cocoa and a little bit of sugar. Because cocoa is very bitter, you wanna add a little bit of extra sugar when you are making a batter go from vanilla to chocolate. So we're gonna add in about 1/4 cup of cocoa into our batter. And just a little bit of sugar, about a tablespoon. One other thing when you're making chocolate cake is you need to add a little bit of extra salt because it really helps to bring out the cocoa flavor. And if you know me, you know that I don't really like to measure, so if you're more comfortable with actually measuring, you can use the measurements that I said, but it'll be fine either way. So all of our batter is ready to go. So now you're going to spray your pan so it doesn't stick, because that would really stink. I like to just use a paper towel to make sure that there is some spray in all of the crevices. The crevices. Okay, so first we'll pour in our chocolate batter. Okay, so our chocolate is on that side, and then we need to add our colors to this side. So we want to make it like a little swirly so it looks tie-dye. We'll mix it once it's in there. But I'm just going to put a little bit of the purple, and now a little bit of the blue. And then a little bit of the pink. It looks so cool. Now I'm going to add in all the rest. Now we want to swirl it together a little bit so it looks nice. I'm going to use a chopstick, always come in handy, and just swirl it around. It looks so cool. So now this is going to go into the oven until they are nice and golden, and you can stick a toothpick in or a knife or anything and it comes out clean. The cake's out of the oven. They look interesting. This one ended up cooking a little bit longer than this one, so I took it out and put this one back in. Because it's a weird shape, it's hard to cook all the way through fast. But yes, we're gonna end up trimming it. That looks amazing. That's what the inside is gonna look like, but even brighter. And then our bottom here, beautiful. So now to glue these together, I'm going to microwave some chocolate chips. These are Enjoy Life brand mini chocolate chips. I'm gonna microwave them for like 30 seconds, mix it up. If it's still not all the way melted, then put it back in for a little longer. Okay, so that's all melted. And now we need to trim these down. So let's start off with the top using a knife. Ooh, so pretty. It looks really good. The cake looks nice and moist. Now we need to trim this one. And there we go. Oh, that looks so good. So it's time to put it together. So as you can see, it looks a little odd like this, but again, the whipped cream is going to be there, so it'll look good in the end. So we want to glue the cakes together by putting our melted chocolate on. And the top goes on. Plop. Okay, so because it's just chocolate, it'll harden a little bit, so we'll keep it nice and steady. So while this is setting, we're gonna make our frosting. Time for the frosting. So I'm going to make a whipped cream frosting. You can make any type of frosting that you want, but we like whipped cream frosting and it's super fluffy and really good. So we use the brand Riches. It's just a non-dairy topping. So it doesn't have a lot of flavor by itself. So we mix it with sugar and vanilla. Usually I can open it. There we go. Thick. Okay. And we add in about a tablespoon of sugar and a little bit of vanilla. You don't need to measure the vanilla. It's like a half a teaspoon. And you're gonna whip it up until it is super fluffy. Okay, one arm workout later and our whipped cream is done. So now we want to make it some fun colors. So what we're gonna do is make a pink and a turquoisey blue, and then they will be like spiraled together as we do a swirl up our cupcake. Okay. And again, these are very strong, so you don't need very much. And our turquoise. Actually, is that turquoise? I'm really bad at colors. I don't know the names for any colors. Okay, so this is our piping bag. We're really fancy. I'm gonna put in a little bit of the pink and then a little bit of the blue and kind of go back and forth to make sure that both colors come out when we're piping it. So some pink. And blue. I feel like this is like a gender reveal cake. You cut it open and see what it is. That looks nice. Looks kind of tie-dye. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off the tip. I'm gonna make it pretty big. And you'll start piping. So I'm gonna start with this part in here. Oop. This looks so cool. I love how it's like streaks of the pink and blue and spiraled all the way around. I'll make sure to fill the holes a little bit to touch it up. But I think this looks like a pretty dang good cupcake. Okay, so now for our finishing touches, we have some cute little flower, pink, blue, and white sprinkles. And then this blue crystal sugar that we found in the cabinet that might be like 5 years old, but it's just sugar, so it's fine. So we're gonna start off with sprinkling these on just a little bit. Perfect. And then we'll put on these sprinkles. The cupcake is all done. I think it looks really, really good. Nice and massive. And remember, the top is all tie-dye looking, so we're gonna cut it open and see what it looks like. Let's cut into it. I'm just gonna cut it in half so we can see completely what it's like on the inside. Crunchy. It's just the side of the inner one. Whoa, that looks so good. I love how it just is like the brown on the bottom is nice and simple, and then it's pow colors. I'm so proud. Here is the final product. I think it looks so good. I love the colors on the top and the dark on the bottom, and it's going to taste amazing. So if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want me to make next time, or any suggestions or any ideas about this or anything. I want to communicate with you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.